Get the latest on what's going on this earnings season, meets, beats, and more in Zach's Earnings Scorecard.
Cybersecurity is an area you may want to hear more about this earnings season, so Eric Dutram, who is the editor of Zach's Surprise Trader, is going to tell us more about that, right?
That's right.
So with all of the talk about hacking and everything, now one would think that this is an area of investing that people would really flock to.
Yeah, you'd think so. And actually, maybe a year or so back, we saw one of the first ETFs launched in this space, aptly with an app ticker of HACK.
Yeah,
hack.
I remember that.
And you know, that was actually one of the quickest growing ETFs out there. It got to $1 billion, I think, faster than almost any other product in history. And you know, there was a very popular fund initially. The funds kind of surged out of the gate after that whole Sony hacking issue with that movie. Yep. And there was other high-profile hacking scandals that sort of came out, really put the focus on this space. But after that, the space really fell apart. And if we look to the chart here over the last year, we can see that it was beating out the S&P 500 and the Russell 2000 very briefly in the last 12 months. And then after that, it's been on a slow, steady downward trend. Reached this sort of bottom here, and it rallied back to just a 20% loss over the last year. So not a great performance, especially when compared to the other benchmarks. But you know, this is an area where it did come off that low, and it was down about 35% before coming back to this 20% loss. So a little bit better situation. So earnings are really going to be, in focus for this space. See if they can sort of get back that momentum that they had, 12, 16 months ago when investors really started to take a closer look at this space.
So why did this fall apart?
I think it's just an area of, expectations just ran out a little too far ahead of these companies, and everyone thought, oh, cybersecurity is the next big area to get into. Let's all jump in after all those hacking issues. We sort of saw that die down, over the last 12 months or so, and I think that really hurt this space a little bit more.
Okay, and then the other one that you've got, Qualys?
Well, we got Fortinet. I wanted to highlight that one real quick because they actually reported earnings last week. Okay. We can see that they actually missed estimates in their most recent quarter, and this is their second straight miss. But they had an upbeat view. They beat on revenues, and that was enough to really boost shares here. And we can see that they've come off their lows, going from $23, $25 a share to $29. Their beat on revenues and their more upbeat guidance is really going to put the pressure on these next two companies that we're gonna highlight to sort of report better earnings in the days ahead.
Okay. Then there's Qualys.
That's right. We have Qualys now. Here's another cybersecurity company. They actually report today after the bell. We can see that their figures, they've had a much better track record when it comes to earnings season. They haven't missed since early 2014. They've had some nice big beats, and we can see they've moved higher as well off their last report. So a pretty good trend going here for QLYS. We're looking for 8 cents a share in earnings. They actually just got upgraded to a Zacks rank 3. They were in sell territory, so a little bit better situation going into earnings for this company.
And today is May the 2nd.
Yes.
For people following on the calendar, and then what, CyberArk?
CyberArk.
CyberArk.
Yes,
okay.
And that's actually the last one. CyberArk software is actually the last one to look at here in this earnings season for the cybersecurity space. We can see in their recent detailed estimates, hasn't been a great trend. They were looking for 12 cents about 90 days ago. Now we're down to about 10. Lost a couple cents in the current year as well. When it comes to their earnings surprises, though, they have a little bit better history. We can see that they've beaten in each of the last four quarters. Actually, pretty big beats. We can see that the average surprise here is about 186% for CyberArk. They are also a Zacks rank number 3. We're looking for 10 cents a share in earnings for CyberArk when they report on Thursday. So, this is another one to look at. Both QLYS and CYBR are going to be a little bit more in focus after the nice numbers from FTNT last week. We can see if cybersecurity space can really keep up its nice trend that it's sort of been seeing over the last couple of weeks and months, sort of get back to that heyday that it saw, 12 to 16 months ago.
Yeah, so we can all feel safe again.
That's right.
Check out more information on our website with regard to earnings and other stuff. And you can get to it right off the homepage. It's Zacks.com. Just link to it all from there. With Eric, I'm Terry Ruffalo.